Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to 30 CAGR YouTube channel. My name is Raj. And friends, in this video, we are going to look at one options buying strategy, which has given decent results in the last 10 years. Yes, I have backtested it on 10 years for Nifty. And you can see that the result here is 350%. And of course, it's not 350%. We have to think practically how much it translates into when we trade in options. All these things we will discuss, but just remember that this is based on a simple candlestick pattern strategy. Okay, so before discussing about all the details of this strategy and what will be the final outcome, what will be the drawdowns and all that, in case if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe to this channel. And in case if you want any algo tools or our indicators or strategies, just visit bluechipalgos.com. So quickly, first let's see what this strategy is. As I said, this is an options buying strategy, and I backtested this using one of the TradingView indicators that I already released 3 weeks back. So a few weeks back we discussed about an indicator called Candlestick Pattern Condition Builder. In case if you haven't seen that video, go to 30 CAGR YouTube channel, and in that channel you will find a playlist which has all these TradingView indicators. In that there is something called Candlestick Pattern Condition Builder. Recently what we have done is we have also added the capability to backtest. Okay, of course it's not available in TradingView. We will shortly release this version, but what I have done is, personally I have done backtesting for one of the strategies, and I thought it's giving good results. I thought I will share it with you. So the strategy is very simple. All we are doing is we are first basically we are just tracking 4 candles, and if all 4 candles are going in the upward direction, that is where we are interested in, and we are entering in the next candle opening price. That's it, very simple. So how do we build this condition? 4 green candles traveling higher highs. Very simple. The current candle should be higher than the previous candle close, and then this candle close should be higher than the previous candle. So like that, if we have, then it's a bullish phase, I would say, or market is in the bullish direction, and we will enter. So that is what even I have done here. Very simple. In 30 seconds you can do this. Long condition, close of 0 means current candle close greater than previous candle close, previous candle close greater than the candle that's previous to that. Like that I have built 4 conditions. I did not check mark the 5th one, and same I have done it for short also. Only thing is, instead of giving greater than, I have given less than. Okay, close of current candle less than previous candle, obviously, right? Because if it is a bullish, then yeah, here you can see. Okay, you can see that we need good falling red candles, 4 red candles, right? So that's why we will give less than here. Very simple. And target and stop loss is 0.5%, target is 1%, 1:2, because that's a healthy ratio. So 0.5 and 1%, very simple. And now let's see what are the results. You can see that it has given 352% in the last 10 years. Of course, this is on 1 hour candle, because if you want to identify a trend, bullish trend or bearish trend, I thought that last 4-5 hours of data is important for every signal. So last 4-5 hours is nothing but last 4-5 candles, because this is 1 hour candle time frame. Okay, and there are a few things that we have to discuss. As I said, this looks very glossy, but make sure that you don't fall for these kinds of things when people say in workshops. There are some drawbacks, there are some downsides to that. So you have to think about all those things before you implement. First we will say, first of all, how we got 350% return. In this, once after we add backtesting feature, we will have properties. We have taken 1 lakh as the initial capital, right? This is must. Generally, that's what I prefer. Even if it's an option buying, for 1 lot, I need 1 lakh. From risk management perspective, this is very important. I know some people trade with 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, but I strongly suggest you need at least 1 lakh for 1 lot, options trading. And that's why I have given 25 here. 25 means, let's go to the list of trades. Basically 25 is nothing but 25 shares in one lot. Okay, so here you can see 24,987 is where we bought, and then 25,094 is where we sold. It is a loss signal. Okay, so wait, yeah, this one 24,094 and 24,965, this is a sell hit. So because we have given 25 contracts, it is showing 25 into I think 125 or 127 is the difference. It is showing 3,000 rupees, right? So this is how we are calculating. We are taking one lot and 1 lakh capital, and of course I have also added a slippage of 20 ticks here. Okay, and in case if you want, you can add commissions also. So with all these conditions, you can see now the overview is in the overview tab, the profit is 352%. But how do you trade in options, right? All these are profits based on spot. How do you trade this in options? It's very important how you trade in options when you have a strategy in spot. So what I suggest is, this is an option chain, Nifty option chain, and we all know that so many people trade in ATM, which is like zero point 0.5 delta. But what is 0.5 delta? 0.5 delta means if Nifty moves 1 point, okay, then the option moves 0.5. It can be in positive direction or negative direction, but it moves 0.5, which means 100 points Nifty means this option moves 50. Okay, 50 points. Now what I suggest is, whoever wants to trade in options buying at least, I always suggest them to go deep ITM and pick up something that is 0.8 delta or 0.9 delta. Okay, let's say you know that market is going up, or you got a buy signal, okay, and you want to buy call. Instead of buying 0.5 delta call, go ahead and buy 0.8 delta call, which is at 25,000. So what happens is, instead of 50% movement, it gets like 80%. So if Nifty moves 100 points, this option gets 80 points movement. Okay, why 80 points move? Because it is 0.8 delta, right? You can even go 0.9 also, but generally the slippages are higher for higher delta. So I suggest you just go ahead with 0.8 delta. Anyways, capital is not a problem for you. This hardly takes like I think around 8 to 10,000 rupees, but we have anyway reserved 1 lakh rupee for one lot, right? So capital is not a problem for you. You can take this 0.8 delta, and what this does is, this will give you the results closer to futures trading results or spot trading results. Of course, you cannot trade in spot, but even if you trade in futures also, whatever results you get almost 80% of those results. So it is important to choose the right strikes. If you know it's a buy, then take 0.8 delta call. If you know it's a sell, take 0.8 delta put. Okay. So with that assumption, whatever results that we get here, let's say 350% is the result, right? You will get let's say approximately 80% of it, which is 280%. Okay, you have to deduct 20%, right, from this 350% result, so it is 280. Let us further remove like 30% for whatever miscellaneous charges are there, and say that 250% is what this strategy has given in the last 10 years. Okay, and not to forget, look at the drawdown. The maximum drawdown is 15%, which is within the limit. That's why I always say, don't put 30,000, 40,000 capital, put 1 lakh. If you put 50,000, for example, let's say you put 50%, 50,000 capital, straight away this maximum drawdown will jump from 15% to 30%. And we will also tell one more thing for all the people. Whatever drawdowns you see in the backtesting results, you multiply that by 2, because you don't know what's going to happen in real time. So currently it is 15%. So I say keep 30% in your mind. If you come with 50,000 capital, then this first of all, this becomes 30%, and 30% into 2 is 60%, right? So that's very, I would say, very bad and not healthy for any strategy, and you would stop trading after you see a drawdown of like 15-20% immediately, right? So my suggestion is, have 1 lakh capital, and you get like 15% or 20% drawdown, which is way within our limits. And one last thing before I wind up, even if you get 25%, okay, 250% in 10 years is 25% per year. It is very, very, very good, because if you take compounding, okay, then every year you get 25%, you use that for next year, and then again you use it for next year. In 10 years it will become not just 250%, it becomes 930%. Okay, that's the power of compounding. That's why people say have consistency, trade for a few years. That's why investors always make massive returns, because they have inbuilt compounding when they invest in some stocks, right? So make sure that you don't concentrate always on the strategy is the least part, that should come at last. But instead you should focus on risk management, you should focus on trade psychology, you should focus on compounding is a very 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 important factor that changes the face of your entire journey. Okay, so make sure that you consider all these things when you are trading. And as I said, we will release this version shortly, but until then, you can make use of our existing indicator, candlestick pattern builder. In fact, this is a very powerful builder. You can make a lot of things. You can play with high, open, low, close. There are like infinite combinations. You can change the stop losses, you can put it in points, you can put it in highest, lowest, you can put it in risk reward. There are number of things that you can play with using this. Okay, this is just one indicator that I saw, or one result, and I'm very sure people can come out with a lot of results. And not to forget, we are also adding indicators also to this. Okay, so the journey has just begun. In case if you want all these things, don't forget to subscribe and hit on bell icon, and keep visiting our website bluechipalgos.com, and you can avail all these things. We will also leave a number in the description in case if you wish to avail all these things. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Once again, don't forget to subscribe and hit on bell icon.